Hey guys, happy Wednesday, September 18th, day 53 of our 90-day Run a Run. My name is Jess Knouse. I'm an independent promoter with our amazing company, Prove It. Today we're going to talk about 3 main resources to connect people to and why. So, first of all, I like to start with being in an attitude of gratitude. So, I see a couple of you on live. Pop in the chat. What is something you're grateful for today? And why do we do this, right? Whenever you are in a state of gratitude, fear cannot exist. And there are things every day we have to face that can really freak us out. It's called life. It happens. So it's, we can't control what happens to us or around us, but we can control our attitude and our action towards it. So as long as we are in a state of gratitude, fear cannot exist. And we have to remind ourselves sometimes of what we're grateful for. So a grateful journal is an amazing way to do that. I have my grateful journal. In fact, let me just go grab it. Hold on. I write 6 things, and you've probably heard me say this before. I write 6 things in my gratitude journal every day. 3 of them are things I'm grateful for right here and right now, and 3 things are things that my future self is grateful for. So I'm just going to read it. This is what I wrote this morning. Number 1, knowing there is more to this life and having the desire to chase after it. Number 2, honest and open conversations. Number 3, 1% better every single day. And then my future self is grateful for hitting rank 6 in the first week of each month, watching others on my team pick up their COC cars or Jeeps, and then believing in others. No, others believing in me, so I now can pay it forward every single day. So that's in my gratitude journal for today. So I encourage you to go. This was, I think, a Walmart special. Maybe it was a Target special. I don't know. Nothing fancy, but definitely serves a very big purpose. So if you don't have one, get one. Okay. Back to our topic, 3 main resources to connect people to and why. So what part of this in our ACE are we speaking of? It's the C, it's connect, right? And as we said before, it's not just a plain cut and dry ACE and process. It's like A, C, 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 E. So these are just some suggestions on how to get started and some resources to get started with. Let's first, and I said this before, let's think about who are we talking about? The person that we are speaking to, the potential person that we're speaking to, who are they? What are they? Are they kind of like me? And I'm getting a little bit more relaxed over the last year or so on this. I don't know why it's just happening, but I'm a very green personality. I like the details. I like the notes. I like the 500 different colors of highlighters. I like sticky notes. I like spreadsheets. I kind of geek out a little bit on a good spreadsheet. I like to know the details. I like to know the here, what, when, where, and why of everything, right? And then there's other people that are like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. I'm cool. So you got to think about who you're speaking to. You got to think about, meeting them at their needs, even when it comes to connecting them. Because if you're someone that's like, yeah, cool, I'm with, whatever, I'm awesome, let me just try ketones. And you're going, well, here's this resource, and here's that resource, and here's this all about ketones, and here's this. And they'll be like, whoa, I really don't want all of that. And now I'm kind of not interested at all. So you got to think about them. Think about how you can help them get to the E in our ACE and what C you need to use. To that note, however, I will say everyone should see the campfire video. You should be sending the campfire video to everyone. I don't care if it's your doctor. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor or your mailman. I don't care if it's your dentist. I don't care. Anthony Pettis, majority of us know who he is, right? MMA fighter. When he was introduced to ketones by Josh Rapkin, also a prover in our company, he sent him the campfire video. And he knew who he was. He knew how major this could be for him and for Josh, for his business. He knew it could be crazy, could really make things explode. He still sent him the campfire video. And he said that, Anthony Pettis said that from stage. He's like, yeah, of course Josh sent me the campfire video. It's like our most amazing tool ever. Everyone should see the campfire video. So to that point, I use the word tool, and it's definitely a connecting tool. How's that saying go? Don't be a tool, use a tool. All right. We have these things out there for a reason. And instead of making it come from here, make it come from a resource, a link, a tool, okay? Not always from here. This is really good to tell people what your experience has been, but anything beyond that, especially when it comes to the science and stuff, use a tool. Okay, so I already mentioned the campfire video. Everyone should always see the campfire video. In addition, we also now really have this cool gnat video. It talks about the difference between gnat and why gnat is different. Have you guys seen that video? Raise your hand if you've seen that video. Or raise 2 hands if you know how to get to that video. Okay, I'm not seeing everyone raising their hands. So that tells me, oh, there's Stacy. She's even dancing while she's raising her hand. I love it. Shake that booty in your chair. Yeah, make yourself happy. Okay. So I'm going to then post on the Rhino Squad how to get to the gnat video. But I think it's very important for people to see both of them, not just the gnat video, the campfire, and the gnat video. Both are short and both are really cute with the cartoon and all of that stuff. So, also, another, I think, really important connecting tool is the Live with the Doctors on the Prove It Facebook page every Wednesday at 2 p.m. So like in the next 2 hours here. It's great to plug people in because they can ask their own questions live and hopefully get it answered by a doctor, or send them the link to past ones, and all of those are time-stamped. So if they're looking for something specific like ketones and fibromyalgia, ketones in kids, ketones in the kidneys, you know, there's a lot of frequently asked questions on there. It's timestamped, so you can shoot the video to them, a link to the video to them, and say, hey, Joey, I know you asked about ketones and fibromyalgia. Check out this video at timestamp 12:13, and it talks about it right from the doctors. So that's a tool, right? Because I don't know about fibromyalgia and ketones. I don't have fibromyalgia, praise the Lord. So I can't speak to that because I'm not a doctor. Nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Is that what it was? Holiday Inn Express? I don't know. Anyhow, trying to be funny. I don't know if it's coming off that way or not. Anyhow, that way at least me just smile. So I'm not a doctor. And it's about using the connecting tools, so third-party resources, in this case, Prove It's Lives with the doctors. And also, speaking of Prove It, the Inspire On videos. Guys, I am also not a videographer. Is that a thing? Okay, I think so. I can't make videos. I can't edit videos. I can't do that kind of stuff that they do. And it's all provided right there for us. So I'm not even gonna try, right? And those Inspire On videos hit so many pain points of so many different people that you will find one that can relate to someone. You will find one that will say, oh my gosh, I could send this to Barb, because what this person spoke of in this video, that's what she needs to hear. So review those. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how you should send those to people. So why do we want to use these connecting tools? Why don't we just go out to the internet and search ketones and fibromyalgia, ketosis and fibromyalgia? You can do that sometimes, yeah, but it's going to take more time, right? And we need to learn how to work smarter instead of harder. So we need to use the resources that are already out there for us instead of taking the time every time to reinvent the wheel. It's already there for us. So like I said, I can't make beautiful videos like those Inspire On videos. I can't raise the music to be dramatic just whenever they talk about when they found better and when they found hope. Prove It's done that for us. The doctors, I'm not a doctor, but there's doctors on our lives. They're right there for us. And we can even type in our questions. What other company do you know does that every single week? How amazing is that? But also, those in the campfire video, those 3 resources specifically are compliant. I'm not making a medical claim. Maybe the doctors are talking about fibromyalgia and how ketones can help, but I'm not. So that's called protecting the house. We always need to protect the house. I don't know about you guys. I think we're on the same boat on this. Just taking a guess. We all love what we do. We all love that we have this opportunity to share better with other people. And I don't want that to go away. I don't think you guys do either. So we've got to protect the house. We've got to make sure we're being compliant so that we don't get ourselves or the company prove it, in trouble. So by using those resources, we know they are compliant and we're good to share them with people. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet today. Wow, I'm only like 10 minutes. Awesome. For those of you that were in Philly at the Playbook event this past weekend, how amazing was it? I was blown away. I mean, it was only about 12 hours long, but the information that we got out of that event was huge. I will straight up admit to you right now, I grossly underestimated the power in this one-day event. So I took notes after notes after notes. I cried like all day long. I smiled, I laughed. It was just absolutely amazing and right in our backyard. I cannot wait for the next Playbook event. But something was said in that event that I want you guys to hear and think about today. So I'm not going to give you a quote, but I want you to hear this and think about it, because I am guilty of this. Whether it be a training like this, whether it be a Playbook event, whether it be, Hacking Better that we're going to next month in Louisville, whether it be Keto Academy or more, or what Epic, whatever it is, we learn so much there. And that is amazing that we have that ability to learn things there. But what the most important part is when we leave that event, what are we going to do with what we learned? Are we going to just keep it in our notebook and just be like, oh yeah, I had some really good notes from that day? Are we going to take those things and put them into action? Are we going to use the tools that we have learned? That's where the difference is. Anyone can plug into these trainings over and over, but until you start applying them on a regular basis, that's called DMOs, by the way, until you start applying them on a regular basis, it really doesn't matter. Because you keeping everything in your notebook or in here and just keeping it all to yourself serves only you. And we are here to serve others. We are here to help others. We are here to inspire, and we are here to lead others to their journey to better. So that's why we need to put these things into action. So think about that. Okay, here is your call to action. I talked about Inspire On videos. There's a whole library of them. Go back and review them. And I want you to find 3 that suit 3 people that you know, or that you've had the ketone conversation with or not. I don't care. Or maybe someone that you started the conversation with and it really didn't go too far and you need to re-spark that conversation. Or maybe it's someone that is just getting started on their 10-day of ketones. Copy that link, put it into a text or into a private message and say, you got to say something. Just don't shoot them the link, because that's like throwing something at them and running away. And they're like, what? Why is she saying, I don't understand why I'm getting this from Jess. Hey, Susie, I saw this video and right away I thought of you. Or specifically right at minute 2 minutes and 35 seconds into the video, she said something that made me just think of you and I wanted to share it with you. That's it. So 3. And it can even be the same video if it applies to 3 different people. But that is your call to action today. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you found this helpful. I love seeing all of your smiling faces. I love seeing my Prove It family. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. See ya.